you guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today, honey, we are spilling all the tea. I am spilling tea, honey. Yes, child. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a story time about the time that I had a leeching friend. Yes, honey, you heard right. I had a leeching friend. So let me go and put my sunglasses on so I can't see the haters. Alright, so let's get straight into this video.
Yeah. I ran it up just to fuck it up. And I feel like them niggas can't fuck with us.
Alright, so boom. For privacy purposes of this video, we aren't going to mention her real name. We're just going to call her Keisha. So a little background on how I met Keisha. I met Keisha in chemistry class in the 10th grade, and that first day of me meeting her, my chemistry teacher had put us in groups together, and so we just made small talk or whatever because we were working in a group together. So that day after meeting each other in chemistry class, I did not even know this girl's name, but she I was walking to the mall parking lot because that's where my mom picked me up, because it was a mall across the street from my high school. So that's where my mom would pick me up. So we were both crossing the street, and she saw me and she was like, "Hey girl," and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And so she was like, "How you get home from school?" And I told her, I was like, "My mom picked me up in the mall parking lot or whatever." She was like, from then, that's where the leeching started. She was like, "You think your mom or mine giving me a ride home?" And so I was like, no, I don't think she'll mind. I asked her whatever. So she followed me over to the parking lot, and so I asked my mom. And my mom just so happened to know her because my mom had told me a story about a girl who came in there with a lot of siblings and was buying school supplies and school clothes and stuff. So it just so happened that my mom knew her. And so I was like, "Oh, okay, so this girl you were talking about." She was like, "Yeah." And so she really looked like she saw a deer in headlights. I guess she thought, well, I don't know what her mom had told her about me, because she could have told me that she was begging or whatever. So maybe that's why she was looking nervous and looking like she saw a deer in headlights. But yeah, so we dropped her off that day, and because my mom told me about how she was in there looking for school supplies and school clothes and stuff like that, me being who I am, I told her that I had clothes and stuff bagged up, and I asked her what her sizes were, and I was like, "Well, if you can't wear them," because she told me she had siblings, she was like, "Maybe my little sister can fit it or whatever." And so I told her, cool. So I told her I would give her the stuff the next day. So the next day I gave her a ride home from school, and I gave the bag of clothes to her, and she gave it to her little sister, and her little sister was really grateful, and her little sister told me thank you and etc. Thank you for the clothes or whatever. And so from that point on, I guess she felt like I was supposed to give her a ride home from school every day. And so she just came with constant excuses. She was like, in the summertime she couldn't walk home because it was too hot and she had asthma. In the wintertime, when it got cold and cooler, she couldn't walk home because she didn't have a jacket or a heavy coat. And so I just ended up giving this girl a ride home like every other day. And so like my mom would stop at places before we took her home from school. She would stop at like the gas station and the store and stuff like that. And my mom would end up buying these girls snacks. And when she went to the store and bought cleaning supplies, the girl was like, "You got some extra cleaning products that you mind giving me, because I gotta clean up my house and this and that." So my mom ended up buying her like stuff out, cleaning products out of the store, all type of stuff. And so one day when we gave her a ride home from school, I told her that on Fridays that like the first Friday out of every month, we went to church that was around the corner from my house. And they had movie nights and had food and stuff like that. So I invited her or whatever, because my mom always told me to be nice to people, despite the fact that she was always begging, and I noticed it. So I invited her, and my mom went to pick her up, and we watched movies and ate and everything, and she was telling me about how she felt bad that she was eating and her siblings, because she had a lot of siblings. She had 7 siblings, and they all lived in like a 1-bedroom apartment. And so she was telling me how they didn't have food at home, and she didn't feel right eating, and her siblings didn't have stuff to eat at home. And she was like, I wonder if they'll allow me to take some food home. And I was thinking in my head, like, girl, you got a lot of siblings. I don't know if they're gonna let you take a bunch of food home for your siblings. And so I was like, you know what, I think you should talk to the preacher or whatever. So I took her to the preacher's office, and the preacher prayed over her and whatever, and she asked for help, and they did give her like a little food, but not enough for the amount of people at home who she has to feed. So she took on some food, and even me and my mom, like, we gave this girl like hot dogs and stuff like that we didn't eat at home. And so like, it was just a consistent thing. We had to take her home from school almost every day. And the last day that I really talked to her that I know of is when I got my first boyfriend. My mom, she didn't allow me to go over people's houses unless she had met their parents. So she wanted to meet my boyfriends. That was my first boyfriend. She wanted to meet his mom. And so that day she asked for a ride, and I told her, I said, I can't give you a ride home from school today because I'm staying late. And like, all the time I would try to like make excuses or say my mom picking me up late from school, or I had tutoring, any excuse I could make to get out of taking this girl home from school every day, because she was just leeching so much off of me. And so yeah, so I told her that my boyfriend's mom was taking me home one day after school. And so she was like, she even went so far as to ask me, could his mom give her a ride from school? And I had just met the woman, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna ask her that, because I don't even know her, and she don't even want to take me home from school, you know what I'm saying? And so she went beyond that and asked my boyfriend at the time. She asked him, and he was very vulgar, and he was like, I'm not taking her home. I don't even know her. My mama don't know her, and this and that. And so like, after that, she started like making little remarks, and she was like, your boyfriend was being mean to me, and you didn't even say nothing. Which I couldn't say anything, because that's his mom's car, and it's true, he don't know you, and I barely knew her. And like, his mama for certain don't know you, and she didn't stay but down the street from the school. She could have walked. All of her siblings was walking. And so it just became a constant begging thing. And it's really the last time I talked to her. And I saw her recently, and she goes beyond it. Like, she tries to beg when I see her, and I just gotta like fly out the door or whatever, and tell her I'm busy and this and that. She even like DM'd me on Facebook and asked me that I have extra hair weave that she could use, and etc., like all type of things. And so I just can't be friends with someone like that who consistently leeches off me. Even though I felt bad for the girl's situation, I have to let people like that go, even if they don't know that they big, and I can't be friends with it. So that was like the last time that I talked to her. So that's my story about the time that I had a leeching friend, and I hope you all enjoyed that video. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, make sure that you subscribe, because once you subscribe, you can be notified anytime that I post anything. And I will see you all again in another video. Peace out, loves.